thanks and praise unto the Father every day. Chapter a day, keep the devil away. And remember this, good always over evil.
Guide us, shaman.
God will deal with you, not deal with the devil. Remember that.
Oh yes.
Pray.
Have mercy on a good man and help him. We pray, shaman.
That we need in the world, man.
Have mercy on a good girl and help her. We pray, shaman.
God alone.
Man was made to suffer, yeah.
They don't realize
Woman were made to feel pain.
that.
Stay by our side and guide us. We pray, John.
From evilous people.
Give us all your blessings and help us. We pray, John.
Listen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil.
Make this an everlasting example. We pray, John. Oh
And me
yeah.
say, oh God bless, say no man curse. Me say, thank the Lord, say me pass the worst. Me say, enough wicked man no want see me on the earth. They rather see me body a drive in a earth. God bless me, from me pants to me shirt. Me a wanna God youth when no wicked can hurt. Treading on the land, performing God work. So all wicked man who no get up and flirt.
Man was made to suffer, yeah, yes. And woman was made to feel the pain.
Me tell them already, you know.
Stay by our side and guide us. We pray, John.
God alone, man.
Give us all your blessings and help us. We pray, John.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil.
Make this now an everlasting
Now tell them, you know.
example. We pray, John. Oh,
Father, oh God, lick them with disaster, lick them with the lightning, lick them with the thunder.
Hello again, Massive and Crew. This is Reed from Rael Reggae. Today we're here with Junior Jazz. Junior, glad you could make it up here.
Respect. Good to be here.
All right, good. This your first time in New Jersey for a TV show, or?
Well, yeah, TV show, but not first time in Jersey.
No.
Been here a lot, a lot of shows.
Right.
Back in the days, Wilkinson Center.
Oh yeah, down East Orange.
That's some memory. And
Club Eclipse.
Eclipse, yeah.
Okay.
And a couple other places,
Yeah. I know that there's a couple of other television shows here in New Jersey. There's one down in that Newark area, and there's one down in the Trenton area.
Yeah, I haven't been to any of those.
Yeah, okay. We're all just starting out, I think, and trying to get someplace doing this stuff, and it's a tough road, you know that, you know?
Right.
So where are you from, Mr. Jazz?
From Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Jamaica, Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, on the north coast, I've been up and down as a youth.
That's a tourist area, right? The Montego Bay area?
Yeah, that's where I really started out too. Actually, it started out in the church, because my mother is like serious born again Christian.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
I had to go to church as a youth, and that's where I picked up the guitar. Start learning the guitar, and then in school,
So you did singing in the church besides just playing guitar? Were you in the choir or anything? Or?
No, not really. Actually, I didn't sing much in those days because I never really think much about singing. I used to listen, even when I listened to records, I would listen to things inside the song different from the words. I wouldn't even pay attention to the name of the artist or the title of the song or the words. I would pick out maybe the guitar line.
You're more interested in the music itself.
Exactly. I'll be singing the sax line or all the little things, the hook lines that you would hear. I'd start pick up my broomstick and mimic.
All right. Now you're a very good, excellent guitar player. I've seen you a couple of times perform at SOBs and things of that nature. Sounds of Brazil in New York, and you have a new album out.
Yeah, finally.
Finally, and the name of it is?
My Turn.
My Turn, all right.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's good, yes, because I know you've been working on it for quite a while.
You're right about that. I've been around, backing up some other artists over the years, almost all the reggae artists around Gregory Isaacs, Diana King, Freddie McGregor, and just name it.
Big names like that.
Barris Hammond, just about everybody.
Right.
And it's just time now. I've learned a lot in the process. So put all
it takes
of that.
time.
Exactly. You just put all of that experience together.
And it's an excellent CD. I have the CD, and I must say it was well worth the wait. Every song on there is a hit. It's not like a lot of these CDs and albums that come out. You got 2 or 3 hits on it, and this is a real nice, all-around type of CD.
Oh, thank you.
Sure thing.
I did put a lot of work in it, I spent some time, by myself. Instead of going in the studio, I kind of approach it from the end, being a musician myself, and the computer is there too. I sit down, I take my time putting pieces together, and then finally go to the studio and bring all that pre-production stuff, go to the studio and finish things up. So it's a great thing. It's a great advantage to be a musician and going towards a vocalist, because
Yeah. Now, also, who are some of your influences? I know it wasn't just the Bob Marley style. You have a lot of different influences.
Yeah, in Jamaica is an interesting place. We listen to everything,
In Jamaica, yeah.
In Jamaica, all style of music. So as a kid growing up, on Sundays you hear old R&B classics, all those Marvin Gaye, and Stevie Wonder, and just everything, jazz music. We listen to Miles Davis and just about everything. Al Jarreau was one of the singers who really inspired me when I first started about singing in the hotel band. I used to play in the hotel.
Oh, really?
So with that too.
Where, in Jamaica?
Yeah, in Jamaica.
What hotel?
It's called Seawind Beach Resort in Montego Bay. And that was the first gig that I got as guitars in a hotel band. And that was the biggest school for me as well.
Right. I know a lot of the artists that do come here, they say that they started out doing that type of thing, working in hotels and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the real deal, because you get to do everything. You have to. It's like you're forced to play. You have to play well, and then you're not restricted to one style of music. It's not like singing, Yellow Bird and all those classic. I mean, those folk songs. Yeah. You do everything. You have to back up all the cabaret artists, and these guys come in with some serious stuff now. And I'm talking about top 40 American songs, some jazz stuff, and
well, it is a good avenue too for your finances and stuff financially down in Jamaica. If you need a job, that's a good avenue to get something done.
Exactly. I never have to worry. I mean, I didn't even know anything else about the other side of the world outside of music, and just live in the hotel, live for free and just eat, drink, play music, and just have fun, you know.
Right.
So I used to have it easy until I came here in the United States. I realized I have to work hard.
It's true. I know a lot of the artists who come here, a lot of people I've spoken with, they come here and a lot of Caribbean people, just in general, not even artists, they come here thinking that, United States is a place to get rich,
you gotta walk on the street, money's all over the street.
It's tough, man.
It's not
tough.
like that. I had to, a lot of hard work, you know.
So where do you live now? Do you still live in Jamaica, or?
No, I live in Brooklyn right now. I've been around. Yeah, I've been here for some years now. At first, I was living up in White Plains. Doing all the gigs up in Connecticut, so I've done the circuit, small clubs everywhere, all.
I'll tell you,
in the hills in Connecticut and Bronx, down in the village, finally in New York. The interesting thing too, people tend to think that New York is all. When you think of playing, on a big show, everybody's looking forward to come to New York, and the radio station play what they want to play, choose their kind of music. But at the same time, when you go out, like in the Midwest and out in the West Coast, and a lot of areas that you wouldn't even think that people know anything about reggae, those are the people who really come out and support the music,
I know there's a group called the Reggae Ambassadors Worldwide, and they just had a convention. The convention was in the hills of Tennessee or something.
Oh, man.
You wouldn't think there's anybody love reggae down there, but they had the convention there. And like last year, it was out in Salt Lake City or something, Utah. So it is all over the country,
I've been on some tours. I remember one of the first tour that I've been on all over the States. With the Ika Mouse. That was interesting. We were touring around in a van. We went everywhere, like every state, all in the little villages and up there, up the creek, down the river, just everywhere.
I know they have the Vermont Reggae Festival every year up in the top of Vermont. It's way up in the top, freezing cold. They have the reggae concerts.
Reggae on the river, that's the coolest thing
over in California.
In California,
I've never been to that one, but
I've been there about 3 times.
That's the place to go for the best show, huh?
That's the spot.
That's a camping type thing. You were camping,
right? You
3
can
nights.
camp, and they have small hotels in the area, and it's just cool because everything is just natural. The river is right there. Go and take a dip in the river, clean river. Yeah.
All right, listen, we're gonna go to your video now. So can you tell us a little bit about it, the name and everything?
Okay, this video is from the single of the album. It's called Love Is Waiting There. It was written by Freddie McGregor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I did a remake of it, put my own arrangement to it and all that. So it's our song now.
All right. We'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned.
Tell the world just how I feel, 'cause things have all gone wrong. We need to understand, so we give our best and be the best that we can be, so that the world can see just how it ought to be. So just live a little life, a day at a time. Do the little things that's right at your side. I know the way it's laid, and John is always there. And I'll try to do the good things that I can. Show love to everyone. Life is only fair, 'cause love is always waiting there. Love is always waiting there. Oh, for us to share. I feel a funny feeling coming over me, but Jah is my guiding light, and nothing will I fear. No vows, no bells, no barriers can hold me now, because my way is laid, and Jah is always there. So just live a little life, a day at a time. Do the little things that's right at your side. I know the way is laid, and Jah is always there. And I'm trying to do the good things that I can. Show enough love to everyone, and life is only fair, 'cause love is always waiting there. Love is always waiting there for us to share. It's enough to share. Come for us to take a stand and defend the Father's plan. You know we can't go wrong, so give our best and be the best that we can be, so that the world can see just how it ought to be. So just live a little life, a day at a time. Do the little things that's right at your side. I know the way is laid, and Jah is always there. And I'll try to do the good things that I can. Show no love to everyone, and life is only fair, 'cause love is always waiting there. Love is always waiting there. It's enough to share, it's enough to share.
When Raymond was 6, I was afraid to take him to the playground because they were doing drugs. When he was 10, I couldn't let him play ball in the schoolyard because of the gangs. When he was 15, I wouldn't let him go to any dances because there could be a fight or a shooting. Now he's a man, and I realize he's never been a kid.
Give your children back their childhood. Do something now. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT. Together, we will take a bite out of crime. Here's one time it doesn't matter who your neighbor is. Here's the other. Life's too short. Stop the hate.
Driving doesn't just kill drunk drivers. Next time your friend insists on driving drunk, do whatever it takes to stop him.
Hello again, welcome back. We're here again with Junior Jazz today, and that That's a good question. Junior Jazz. Now, you're a reggae artist. How does the jazz name come into that?
Jazz. Well, for one reason, it's my appreciation for jazz music. I love jazz music, and it's a little bit deeper than that too. Jazz, the word jazz to me is like a symbol of freedom, and it's a freedom of expression.
It's a free form kind of music.
Right. So I like to think that that's the way I live. You know, I like to just be free to do what I want to do, to express myself, you know, in the way I want to express myself. So I think that in itself is jazzy.
Okay.
Right, and then jazz relating to reggae music. I just want to let people remember, or if for who don't know, you know, reggae music actually come from jazz. All the musicians back in the days, in the 60s, who created the ska and then afterward evolved to reggae and rocksteady and reggae, are jazz musicians.
But pre-ska was basically jazz.
Exactly, it's all jazz and R&B,
okay.
And that's where reggae really come from. So it's just the same kind of vibe, you know. Then we add a beat that we can call our own beat, you know.
Okay.
We call that reggae, but on top of it is still jazz,
the
R&B.
roots
you know?
are from jazz. Right. And the junior part?
The junior, it's a nickname. Everybody called me Junior from when I was a kid. I didn't take my father's name or anything like that, but
okay.
It's like a nickname. I guess I was a tiny kid, so they called me Junior.
So now you've been in your career for a while. What was your first recording?
My first recording was a compilation CD, or a series of compilation CDs that was done for a Japanese company. And that was some cover songs that they asked us to sing over in reggae style. So that was all
That was your first stuff, okay. Now, a while back, about maybe 2 years ago, I guess it's been almost, there was a show at SOBs. It was a tribute to Garnet Silk, who was a fantastic artist, beautiful voice, and always positive, nothing bad ever to say about anything, you know. He was great. He was the next Bob Marley, they were saying. And he came to an untimely death at a young age.
Right, unfortunately, for the world.
Right.
And, for
and I saw you
too.
at that tribute.
Yeah, actually, before that too, I was in Jamaica recording. Just start recording some tracks for a demo for my album. And on the way to the studio, that's when I got the news. I heard the news on the radio that he died, you know. And that was really tragic for me too. And the other interesting thing too, I never met Garnet Silk. And the first time I would have got a chance to meet him would be a show in January of '95 in Canada. Instead of meeting him there, they asked me, I ended up performing on the show, doing a tribute to him on that show. So it was like a narrow thing, you know, narrow path. I just didn't
just missed him, and then you did a tribute to him the following week or whatever.
Yeah, it was very touching, you know.
Yeah. That was he's a very moving, very moving musician, and we have here at Rael Reggae, and we produced a video, a tribute to Garnet Silk, in which Junior had performed on and stuff, and we're going to show a clip of that now. So we'll be right back after this. Junior, it was a pleasure having you here. And
it's a pleasure.
Maybe you can come back in a little while and perform for us.
I'd love to.
Great.
All right.
Be right back.
Peace.
Oh, Mama Africa, I'm coming from my mama. I'm coming home, so my mama. Oh, yeah. saying these words to let you know how much I care, and I won't let go, even though it oceans away. You're with me day by day. Memories of you keep flashing through my mind. Very thought of you make my time. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I hope you hear these words and grace the flow. I'm really missing my mind. Oh, I'll tell you why. The sweetest things are meant to be found. The golden sunshine, the wind that blows around. The fresh change of season has come from the earth. Oh, Mama Africa, you make me know how to lie in the world. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? Hoping you feel these words, your grace turns through. Oh, mama, 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 I'm coming, oh, mama, oh, yeah. Oh. Help them today, the Lord I pray, the Lord I pray. Some people just not feel it, they might feel it, no. Some people just not feel it. Yeah. Some of them grieving, some of them sighing. There's gotta be a better way of living. Some of them begging, some of them stealing. Seems that's the only way of surviving. Some of them starving, some of them dying. Oh, why can't the leaders do something? Some of them hurting, some of them crying. Oh Lord, have mercy and help them. Some people just not feeling, and then I feel it, no Lord. Some people just not feeling, oh Lord. I think this world could be a much better place, but hatred, greed, and selfishness is messing up this human race. It grieves my heart to see the innocent children suffering. We've gotta find a way, then Lord I pray, help us to stop this madness. Some people just not feel it. Their cup is running all over. Some people just not feel it. Some of them praying, some of them waiting for someone to come and free them from bondage. Some of them hiding, while some of them searching for the loved one that had been missing. Some of them are dreaming of that day when the light will be brighter. The world is so dark.